Hello, my name is Sam Bamford. I'm a Year 10 student at BRGS and we're looking forward to welcoming you next year. This is the general office, just to the right of the main entrance. Here, if you have any worries or if you get lost, you can always come and speak to these lovely ladies that work here. It's also where you sign in and out if you have appointments like dentist or anything. We're now in the main hall. This is where you'll come on your first day of Year 7 and you'll meet in small groups and then be taken off to your form rooms. Your form rooms are places where your form will meet in Year 7 and they'll change after that 1 year. Your forms are groups of 30 students that you'll take lessons with, and in your forms you'll also have form prefects, and they're sixth form students that will guide you through Year 7 and give you little tips and tricks about surviving through school. Now we actually have a 2-week timetable, so that means that you can have maths 4 times in 1 week and then twice the next week, but you always have 6 maths lessons over that fortnight. We're here in one of the computer labs at BRGS. We have 5 of them in total. Here you'll study primarily computing, or just some subjects that require you to do a bit more computer work. Here at BRGS, you are allowed to use a smartphone if you have one. You're not allowed to use it at a break, but you are allowed to use it at lunch to play games with your friends and during lessons if your teacher says so.
If you've misplaced any objects around school, the best thing to do is always to go back to the classroom where you last had it. If you can't find it there, then you can go to lost property where one of the cleaners may have moved it, here at the back of the hall. Or if you've lost a valuable, you can go to the school office.
We're now in one of the science labs. You'll study science 3 times a week. This is Mrs. Porteus's office. She'll be your head year. If you ever need her, she'll be in her office just off the balcony.
At BRGS, our technology is on a rotor: product design, food tech and textiles. In product design, you will make small objects to your own design. In food tech, you'll learn how to make basic dishes that you can either eat at lunch by yourself and with your friends, or you can take back home and eat as a meal with your family. During textiles, you will learn how to sew and repair trousers if you rip them, that sort of stuff.
This is one of our 3 art rooms. I personally don't know much about art because I didn't take it for GCSE, but I know that my friends that have thoroughly enjoyed it. And the facilities here will really help you flourish your artistic talent or let you find a new passion. This is the sports department where you'll come and get changed for PE and you'll do most of your activities. We also have 2 large astroturfs where you can play football and netball when the weather is more tolerable. The sports department provides lots of opportunities for sportier kids. Basically any sport you can name, the school will do.
This is the dance studio in the gym, where you can practice Joe Wicks workouts as well as toning your abs.
We're now in the staff room, which is where the teachers stay when they're not teaching students face to face. This is actually a very cool experience for you to be able to see because very few students get to see the staff room at all. This is my first time in it. So if you don't need any help with work or have any questions, you can always knock on the door. But don't come in because they'll probably shout at you. This is one of the rooms in the music department. This is where you'll study music and play any musical instruments if you join any of the clubs. The music department has done a lot for me personally. When I first joined school, I knew a little bit of piano and that was it. But now I'm very confident on bass guitar. So that's one of the things that the music department has really helped me with.
One of my favourite things at BRGS is the lunches, because of how vast and broad they are. If you're vegetarian, vegan, if you require a halal diet, they will almost always have it, and if they don't, you can always just contact the catering staff.
A break in lunchtime at BRGS, your time is your own. That means that you can play football on the AstroTurf, play some basketball on the Mugger, you can have some lunch on the picnic benches outside, and the teachers are trusting you to behave responsibly on your own.
We're now in the drama studio, which is in the maths block. This is where you'll do drama from Year 7 up to Year 9, and then more often if you take it with GCSE at Year 10. This is where you can build your self-esteem and learn how to present in front of people. We're now in one of the language rooms. This is Mr. Whiteman's room. At BRGS you learn 2 languages. Your year will be doing Spanish and German for the first 2 years, so Year 7 and 8. And then you'll drop down to just doing 1. But if you have a natural talent for languages, you can keep doing 2 of them.
through to GCSE. We're now in the LRC, or the Learning Resource Centre, which is also the library, where you have a large selection of different genres of books. You can always come here and chill out during break or lunch, and also take books out of the library. Here we are in the pastoral suite. This is where, if you feel upset or worried or unhappy about anything, some of our teachers can provide you with support. This is where Miss Fletcher resides, and she's here all the time during break and lunch, so you can always pop in for a quick chat if you need some support or help. At BRGS we have 6 values, each of which is very important to us. They are support, ambition, resilience, respect, trust and opportunity.
The first of these values is support. Support can be given to you from Miss Fletcher or from some of your teachers or friends. The second is ambition, to always aim high and do the best wherever we can. The third is resilience, the ability to bounce back after you got something wrong. The fourth is respect. You must always respect your teachers and your colleagues. Even though they may have different beliefs to you, that doesn't mean they're wrong. The fifth is trust. The teachers trust you to use the school campus and your mobile phones responsibly. You must also trust your teachers and know what they're doing, given they are experts in their field. The sixth is opportunity. There are so many brilliant opportunities at BRGS, like the clubs and all the amazing trips you can go on.
I really hope you've enjoyed today's tour. It's been very empty around school, but I look forward to seeing you all next year.